Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Sunday, September 7th. Wow, what a day. An absolute whirlwind of diamond action.
Oh, yeah.
We really saw the full spectrum of baseball, didn't we? Thrilling wins, some really nail-biting finishes, and, well, some upsets you just didn't see coming.
Exactly. It had a bit of everything.
So today, that's our mission. We're going to unpack every key swing, every strategic play, those defining moments from Sunday. We want to pull out the important stuff, the insights, basically give you the shortcut to being really well informed about what actually happened and, crucially, why it matters.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Every game tells its own story, especially on a day packed like September 7th.
Right.
If you look closely, like beyond just the final score, you start to see the narratives, why things happen, what it means for the team's vibe, player resilience, the whole season, really.
Yeah, moving past the box score.
Exactly. It's the strategy, the human element, the sheer effort.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's jump right in. Maybe start with the most commanding performances, where teams just left no doubt.
Sounds good. Where do you want to start?
Well, how about the Seattle Mariners? They had a spectacular day against the Braves. 2 huge wins.
Huge is right.
First, 10-2, pretty dominant. But then, wow, 18-2. Just a complete shellacking.
Yeah, 18 runs. That's more than just a win.
It felt like a declaration, right? That offense was just relentless from the get-go. Stringing hits together, finding every gap, running aggressively.
You wonder if they just exposed something, maybe in the Braves' bullpen depth.
Could be, like maybe Atlanta had to go to their relievers early, and Seattle just kept the pressure on. 18 runs. I mean, it's an incredible feat, sure, but it's also kind of a psychological blow. Sends a message.
Definitely sends a message.
Okay, then you had the Milwaukee Brewers, also a fantastic outing, sweeping the Pirates.
Right, 4-1 and 10-2. 2 impressive wins.
Yeah, the first one, 4-1, felt like a pitching masterclass. Maybe their ace just went deep 7-8 innings.
Locking it down.
Just confusing hitters, lots of strikeouts, weak contact. Takes the pressure right off the offense.
Sure does.
But then 10-2 in the second game. The bats just came alive.
Yeah, an offensive explosion, maybe got into the Pirates' bullpen early.
Exactly. Capitalized on walks, timely hits. It showed they can win with pitching or, just by overwhelming you. That 10-run game felt like a real statement, too.
Absolutely. Different ways to dominate.
And let's not forget the San Diego Padres. They had a really productive day against the Rockies. Won both, 10-8 and 8-1.
That 10-8 game sounds wild.
Oh, it was a classic slugfest.
Yeah.
High scoring, lead changes, probably big swings from their main guys, Machado, Tatis Jr., making every pitch count.
A real battle.
But then the 8-1 win, totally different feel, much more complete. Strong pitching, shutting down the Rockies, and an offense that scored efficiently.
Maybe some small ball clutch hitting with runners on.
Yeah, exactly. It just highlights how versatile they are.
Whoa.
They can win a slugfest, or they can win with pitching and timely offense. They adjust.
Yeah. It's fascinating, isn't it? These sweeps aren't just W's in the column. They're statements, like you said.
Yeah.
A team is hitting its stride, figuring out how to pile on runs when needed.
Just clicking on all cylinders.
Right. And when a team like the Mariners puts up 18, it's not just power. It suggests maybe a weakness was found, like a tired bullpen or a pitcher who just didn't have it. And connecting that to the bigger picture, these blowouts create buzz, build confidence inside the team, and maybe instill a little fear in whoever they play next.
For sure.
It also makes you ask, okay, how does a team keep that offensive momentum going? Or, on the flip side, how do you regroup after getting hammered like that?
That's a great point. It's the mental game, too.
Yeah.
But okay, let's shift gears. There were also sweeps where, man, every pitch felt crucial. The nail-biters.
Right, the ones that highlight mental toughness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at the St. Louis Cardinals. 2 incredibly close wins against the Giants, 3-2 and then 4-3.
Yeah, the Giants were right there in both.
Totally. Probably had leads, felt like they were in control at times, but the Cardinals just found that extra gear. Late innings, maybe some clutch singles, a key steal, a great defensive play.
Often comes down to those moments. Maybe a veteran stepping up.
Could be, like a Goldschmidt or Arenado steadying things,
Right.
or just perfect execution under pressure.
Right.
Winning 2 like that, back-to-back against a good team, that says a lot about their clutch factor.
It really does, volumes.
Then the Cincinnati Reds, they got 2 wins against the Mets, 6-3, and a super tight 3-2.
Showing consistency.
Yeah, the 6-3 win felt like steady pressure, maybe not hitting bombs, but manufacturing runs, walks, singles, keeping the Mets defense scrambling.
Smart baseball.
Then the 3-2 game sounds like a pitcher's duel that got tense late. One big swing, one error could decide it.
Those are nerve-wracking.
But the Reds found a way. both times. Shows a real collective effort making the plays when it counts.
Absolutely. Team wins.
And how about the Cleveland Guardians? Strong showing against the Rays, winning 3-2 and then 2-1.
Wow, incredibly tight. Seriously, those are the games that test your nerves. Ninth inning, bases loaded, 2 outs, closer on the mound kind of pressure.
Yeah, definite clutch factor territory.
Right. Getting the key hit, making the big pitch, and it says a ton about their bullpen, too.
Oh, for sure. Relievers must have been dialed in, shutting down rallies under huge pressure.
Exactly. Turning those tight spots into quick outs.
It's true. You know, these close wins really capture the grind of a long season.
Yeah, they feel earned.
Totally earned. Every pitch, every play matters. And connecting that to the bigger picture, this is where you see a team's real character. It's not just talent.
It's something else.
It's that mental toughness, staying cool when the game's tight, bouncing back from a bad call, executing under, immense pressure. Which brings up that question, what is it that separates the teams that consistently win these one-run games from those that don't? Is it strategy, bullpen depth, experience, or just grit?
Probably a mix of all that, right?
Yeah.
But that mental edge feels huge.
It often is, that intangible quality. Okay, so we've seen dominance, we've seen clutch wins, but maybe the most interesting part of Sunday was the unpredictability, right? The split series, where momentum just swung wildly.
Oh, yeah. Those are always fascinating. Baseball at its most baseball-y.
Totally. Let's start with the Oakland Athletics and the Los Angeles Angels. The A's kicked things off with that stunning 17-4 win.
17 runs for Oakland. That's unexpected.
Right, a massive offensive explosion for them. Like, everything just clicked. Maybe they just teed off on a particular Angels pitcher, or just one of those days where every ball found a hole.
Could be.
But then, next game, Angels bounce right back, win 4-3, prevent the sweep.
That's baseball for you, a necessary reset for the Angels.
Exactly. Shake off a blowout loss, maybe a different starter sets a new tone, hitters make adjustments. Shows how quickly teams can, just compartmentalize and move on.
Mental toughness again.
For sure. And we saw a similar big swing with the Minnesota Twins and Kansas City Royals. Game 1, Royals dominate 11-2.
Yeah, a real statement by Casey. Big offensive day.
Looked like they just crushed it. Long balls, finding gaps, left the Twins kind of reeling. But then, Game 2, Twins completely turned it around, win 5-1.
Wow, that's a testament to their fortitude. Resetting after an 11-2 loss isn't easy.
Not at all. Must have been some leadership stepping up in the clubhouse there.
Yeah.
That next game up mentality really paying off.
Definitely. Shows you can't dwell on a bad loss.
Then you have the Houston Astros and Texas Rangers split. Divisional showdown. Astros take Game 1, 11-0, a shutout.
Dominant. Pitching and hitting, working together.
Yeah. Likely a great start, maybe 7-8 scoreless innings. Just pure firepower on both sides of the ball. A real statement.
But the Rangers didn't fold.
Nope. Came right back, won the second game 4-2, prevented the sweep. It's about pride, right?
Oh, yeah.
Especially against a rival.
Oh, yeah. Divisional games always have that extra edge. Lots of adjustments between games, too.
Right. Okay, over in Chicago, the White Sox split with the Detroit Tigers. Game 1, Tigers win big, 6-0.
A shutout. Sounds like a pitching clinic.
Exactly. Maybe a veteran pitcher just carving them up. Defense making every play. Look like a masterclass. But then Game 2, White Sox show that resilience. Bounce back, win 6-4.
Nice comeback.
Yeah, it just shows that ebb and flow of a long season. Teams make adjustments. Even after getting shut down, you find a way, maybe a big rally, a clutch hit.
Gotta find ways to reignite the offense.
And Los Angeles Dodgers and Baltimore Orioles also split. Orioles took Game 1, 4-3.
Close one. Good win for the O's.
Yeah, shows they can hang with the big dogs. Maybe a late comeback, capitalized on a mistake.
Sure.
But the Dodgers responded, took the second one 5-2, kind of reasserted themselves.
Classic example of well-matched teams trading punches, balanced rivalry.
Exactly. Every play feels magnified in those games.
Definitely.
Finally, Boston Red Sox split with the Arizona Diamondbacks. D-backs won the first one 5-1. Strong pitching, timely hitting.
Solid win for Arizona. Kept that Boston lineup quiet.
Yeah, seemed like it. But then, Game 2, the Red Sox rally. Win 7-4.
Showing they can adjust.
Right. Overcoming that deficit. Suggests they figured something out from Game 1. Maybe a pitcher's weakness, a different hitting approach, and made it work. Got the offense rolling again.
Maybe a big inning turned it around.
Could be. A couple of key extra base hits.
It's just wild how fast momentum can swing in this sport. These splits really highlight baseball's capacity for, like, redemption.
Yeah, every game is a fresh start.
Exactly. And connecting it bigger picture, these aren't just random splits. They're battles for division standing, or they show managers making key adjustments, players showing pure grit. The question it raises is, how do teams even manage that emotional roller coaster, going from an 11-2 beatdown to a solid 5-1 win hours later?
Big, strong leadership, focus.
Right. Leadership, focus, and the ability to make those quick, effective changes on the fly. It's really impressive.
So beyond the doubleheaders and the crazy splits, there were some other really solid single games too, right? Each adding to the day's story.
Oh, absolutely. Every game counts.
Like the New York Yankees sneaking past the Toronto Blue Jays, 4-3. Classic divisional rivalry.
Always tight between those two.
Yeah, probably came down to one key play late.
Yeah.
A diving catch, a perfect hit and run. The intensity just brings out their best.
For sure.
And the Miami Marlins got a hard-fought win over the Philadelphia Phillies, 5-4.
Another close one.
Yeah, it sounds like a real back-and-forth scrap. Both teams battling, probably uncertain till the last out. Competitive spirit.
Good fight.
And lastly, the Washington Nationals had a solid 6-3 win against the Chicago Cubs.
Nice, complete game for the Nats.
Looked like it. Good pitching, timely hitting, with runners on, solid defense, just putting it all together.
Yeah, even those single games, like you said, they're individual dramas. Each one has its heroes, its tense moments.
Right.
It shows that even on a day packed with sweeps and splits, every single matchup has its own weight, its own story within the bigger season narrative.
So wrapping this all up, thinking about what it means, Sunday, September 7th, man, it really had everything. Upsets, comebacks, sheer dominance, those edge-of-your-seat finishes.
Yeah.
Each game felt like its own little drama, giving us a real look into the heart of the sport.
It really does. It highlights themes like resilience, right?
Yeah.
Seeing a team's character under pressure.
Definitely.
And that beautiful unpredictability of baseball, where underdogs can win, powerhouses get challenged. It matters beyond the score. It tells you about strategy, about mental strength, about adapting on the fly.
Yeah, understanding those subtle shifts.
Exactly. Those shifts dictate success or failure.
So as we finish this deep dive into Sunday, September 7th, it's clear it offered something for everyone. Commanding sweeps, gritty splits, every part of the game was on display. Offensive power, defensive gems, smart managing.
It was all there.
Which leaves you with a thought, maybe. If momentum can truly shift that fast, I mean, going from an 11-2 loss to a 5-1 win in just hours, what does that say about success and failure?
Not just in baseball, but, in any tough field. Business, life challenges. How much is just raw talent, and how much is that ability to adapt, to reset your mindset, and just stay tough when things change suddenly, whether it's after a big win or a crushing loss?
That is a deep thought, something to definitely chew on as you watch the rest of the season.
For sure.
Well, thank you for joining us for this deep dive into all that diamond drama. We hope you picked up some insights and feel even more clued in. We'll catch you next time.